Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Discussing the Universe with Drake.
And Ty.
And for today's episode, we have a very, very intriguing topic of what makes life worth living. Now, in these times of the politics and all the drama, we need to stay positive, okay? We gotta stay positive. Yes, we gotta stay on the upside of life, all right? And that's what this episode is for, discussing what makes life worth living. It's a very self-explanatory title, actually.
Yeah, I believe just asking the question out loud does the job.
Yeah.
Just does the job for you. Yeah, you don't really need to. In fact, the entire episode is just the explanation of the question, most likely.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll throw in an answer, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4, or
I never thought of anything before like
me either. We're both just stalling for time while our subconscious is.
I'm writing in my head. I'm writing an essay right now.
Exactly. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. Right. You write your mental essay. I'll keep the audience entertained. All right. Improv.
Come on, you can do it. Okay. I believe in you.
What makes life worth living? Reason number 1. Personally, I find the blue sky to be very, very intriguing. There's also a song called Mr. Blue Sky. It's one of my personal favorites. It's actually very catchy, very very nice. It's featured in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 towards the beginning.
Why the sequel, Mrs. Night Land, hasn't come out yet. Probably got canceled in pre-production, honestly. You just can't surpass the original, am I right?
Oh, well. Yeah, but I believe...
No, but why specifically the blue sky? Why not any other variant of the sky?
Blue is just my favorite color. Like, I just like the color blue. That's why I wanted blue sweatshirts.
For your shirt. Yeah, whatever. Well, no one's gonna get that. No one's gonna even understand.
Nobody's gonna get it, but Drake knows.
Yeah, I know.
And that's
okay.
Have you written at least a piece of your essay?
I have not, in fact. So basically, okay,
so it's like real life.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, let's get on the topic of you said one of the things that makes you happy, that makes life worth living to you, is seeing the blue sky. All right, is seeing things that make us happy. And that brings up a deeper question of why does the human mind appreciate beauty in things? What evolutionary advantage does this give us?
I believe it's not an advantage. It's just a piece of us that happened to kind of tag along while we were evolving. I believe.
Do other animals see it? Because like some like crows and stuff.
They like shiny things.
But is that because they're like bright and you can see them from a distance? Or because they're actually interested in like the physical qualities of it, besides like just like, oh, I can see it easily?
I think it's because it's shiny. That's why. I'm not sure if that counts as what you're saying as a physical quality.
No, yeah. So are humans the only ones to actually appreciate beauty?
I think other animals are able to appreciate beauty and simplistic patterns. I was going to get into that. Like I think it's not necessarily like beauty. I think it's like patterns and simplicity. That's what we appreciate. You know, like because you can stare at like those like Rorschach tests and stuff, right?
Yes, and see different things.
Like how you see different things, but I don't mean like I'm not saying like you see different things. I'm saying like it's a nice pattern to look at when you take away all like the philosophy, because I just like staring at cool patterns and simple lines,
Yeah. Sometimes I do kind of agree, like kind of with that Rorschach thing. I feel like people over philosophize about some things.
Okay. Some things for sure.
We say on the podcast called Discussing the Universe, where we go in detail about very specific
extreme detail on super
but
niche
besides
topics.
The hypocrisy of the whole entire existence that I am currently in,
without hypocriticals, we wouldn't have the word hypocritical.
Correct, but without existence, we would not have any word at all. So that's pretty cool too.
I was making a joke. Never mind.
No, no,
You
I
go.
got.
You do your thing. I'm taking a sip.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I don't even remember what I was thought. Okay. People over philosophizing about things. Okay. So sometimes people will stare at like an art piece. Okay, and they'll think deep and hard about the meaning of it. But
Okay.
sometimes just the emotion it evokes from your brain, from your little monkey brain, is what matters overall. Not some deep subtext, not some historical critical thinking about the nature of humanity.
I can agree with
Sometimes a
that.
painting is just an expression of how they felt.
It's about emotion. Yeah, for sure. Um, one of my favorite skits is one where it's like, what does this red streak across the middle of their painting mean? What could it have meant at the time? Let's think about the time period. Like this artist existed, and then it cut to like the artist like, yeah, I just accidentally spilled some red paint on this. I was like, that is hilarious.
I mean, how many times do you think that's happened? How many times do you think an artist has made like a mistake in a painting and then just kind of like made the painting around, like, you know how like Bob Ross, his
Bob Ross,
Happy Little
yeah,
Accidents, like that, how he would make a
yeah.
mistake and then he'd just like change it and morph it
You
into the painting. How
change,
many times do you
yeah.
think that's happened? How many like what if the Mona Lisa like wasn't an actual like the depiction of the
It's
person
not a
is not
woman.
accurate at all? They just accidentally drew like spilled a bit of paint and I was like that. Oh no, I have to cover this up somehow.
He covered it with a
Better-
painting of a woman.
Yeah. It's like, finally, my masterpiece of it. What is the background of a Mona Lisa? It's just like a landscape, right?
It's just a landscape.
What
Yeah,
if they like,
nothing.
dude, this is my masterpiece, a landscape, and then like a blot of paint spill on it. It's like, oh no.
Dang it. Da Vinci's sitting there like, I could invent some kind of anti-oil adhesive that could pull this paint off. Nah, let me just go ahead and paint a woman on it.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. We all know that Da Vinci is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, okay? So,
Oh my God.
you're crazy right now. You were talking about art, beauty, stuff, life makes worth
Yeah.
living, existence, experiencing things. Some people.
Ooh, that one's pretty fun. I do enjoy it.
I do enjoy doing that. Yes. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses, but don't just stop and smell the roses. Just like kind of sit there and think about how you are a group of little molecule atom cell thingies.
Okay, hang on. Don't overthink.
I'm
Then
overthinking.
you're gonna
No, it's too
you're gonna
late.
you're gonna make yourself seem very
No.
small.
Just it doesn't even matter how small you are, because somehow, in some way, you're a bunch of atoms and you suddenly decided, I'm going to think. I'm going to experience things.
You didn't
Consciousness,
decide it.
okay?
You didn't decide.
Can't
It was
prove
more
it.
like,
Can't prove it. You can't prove it. You
well,
can't prove it, Ty. You can't. You
hang
can't.
on a
You can't.
minute.
You can't. You can't. You can't.
all right,
You can't.
all right. Let me get a nice drink. Let me get a nice sip of water here.
At
All
any
right.
moment, you can just
One
stop
moment.
thinking,
That's true. You could.
So you gotta remember, there's so much bigger things out there. You're right. There's like all the stars and stuff in a vast universe. But how much of that stuff is actually experiencing?
None.
That makes
It's
that.
not conscious.
No matter how small you think you are, as long as you remain conscious, you have something special that a majority of the vast universe doesn't have. Uniqueness.
I'd argue that most of the universe doesn't have. We've seen no evidence of aliens or
Exactly.
even
That's what I'm
intelligent
saying. And if you want to learn about our take on aliens, go watch the Alien Invasion
watch
podcast.
the Alien
iCard, not putting it
Well.
up there. Not putting it. Don't feel like it, but just pretend it's there.
Maybe I'll remember.
I have a
It's like,
playlist
hey,
on my channel
feature
of
me.
all
It's
the podcasts, so you can just go down the
same
list.
here. Actually, I will iCard that. Future me while you're editing this. Remember.
Wait. So you're gonna iCard the
90
playlist, but not iCard the actual video? If you're going
You
to
know
into
what?
iCard in general, you might as well just do it.
I'll do one of the two. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Ooh, okay. um, I was watching a movie, and it was Ready Player One, and
Yeah.
the protagonist meets his hero
Yes.
and gives him the MacGuffin, basically. And a little piece of advice that the hero gave him was, you should really appreciate the real world because it's
Yeah.
the only place you can get a decent meal.
Yeah.
And I can agree with that because,
Yeah.
food is pretty good. Because I'd say I've had pretty diverse food or culinary experiences.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried chicken gizzards the other day.
Why
Not
would you do
exactly.
that?
Okay, listen. It was Popeyes, was it Popeye? Well, anyway, it was from some chicken place.
Okay.
Um, and and it was interesting, I guess. It was like oddly crunchy. Kind of tasted a bit salty too, but I won't get into too
Yeah.
gross. Oh, I went too far. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
salty is not going too far. I'm just saying, thinking about it in general.
oh, well, okay. It wasn't like the best, but that's what's important too. So it's like, hey, I never tried this before. I can try it, and then sometimes it's really good, and other times it's chicken gizzards.
Mm. You see, the problem is you could have just not tried that. You know the whole human experience
Well,
thing I was discussing? How about you don't
yeah.
experience that? How about you try and experience
Stop.
the not bad stuff? If you go out of
Well,
your way to experience all the bad things, it's not
okay.
exactly the greatest idea.
Okay. Somebody went out of their way to make those chicken gizzards, and
They did.
I had to appreciate it one way or
You
another.
see, but if you didn't, you're just incentivizing them. You're giving them an excuse to make more because you purchased the product.
I guess so,
You
but
gave them,
let's
you
be
gave them the
let's
money,
be
and that's
honest.
like,
It was
see,
from
people
a
are buying
giant
it. I can
tub.
make more. If you
Nobody
just
would have.
didn't, if nobody, because is there one person out there that actually likes chicken gizzards on a regular basis
I
enough to make like have it be a meal on like a large fast food chain?
you know I honestly don't feel like okay.
It's people
I'm
like you. It's
sure
people like you,
I know
Ty,
somebody
buying
for sure.
random things, being like, okay, I'm gonna buy this really bad thing, and then you're like, yep,
It's
this is
people
bad.
like you.
yep, this
You're
is
the
bad.
problem. Ah,
But
yeah.
back to the positive side of things,
Back to
okay?
the
We should
positive side of
probably
things.
move back to the
I'll talk
positive
about a
side.
positive culinary experience then.
Do it, Ty.
All right. Boom. Japan,
Yep.
circa 2016.
19? Oh, okay, never mind.
What? No, I
What?
wasn't alive.
I was referring to 1920s, but okay.
Wait a minute. But yeah, it was basically 2012 onward is when I really remember my experiences in Japan. But 2016, I think, or maybe it was earlier. I honestly they fade together. I remember eating this tonkatsu in the train station, and it's not like here in America where it's like instant stuff and it's like
Okay.
kind of not of good quality. Like this was it's a restaurant pretty much in the train
Yeah.
station. And I remember eating this and it was like this buttery smooth pork with like this perfectly breaded and oiled exterior. And I was just like, oh dang. Like, and then I put some sauce on it and had a little hint of yuzu. And it was just like this perfect citrus butter. It was like, oh man, that is good quality.
Does sound
Absolutely
pretty epic.
delicious. Yeah, the cabbage salad, threw some yuzu sauce on that. They use a lot of yuzu over there. A lot, just like it was absolutely divine in a sense. It was just, that was a good meal. I was too tired to appreciate it at the time, and so we went back on our way back to America through the train station to the airport. We went back to that place, and it was so good. Anyway.
Yes. That was. See, that made up for the chicken gizzards. You see it over the law of equivalent exchange.
In order to obtain something of equal value must be destroyed.
Yes, we're not doing the whole thing.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Okay, please. So yeah.
How about your culinary experiences? Let's get a good
I'm
and
not
bad.
a culinary person, bro.
Oh my
I'm
god.
a super picky eater. I have like maybe 5 things I eat on a consistent basis, bro. But that doesn't mean my life is boring, okay?
This just pleases me. You will be trying new things very soon.
I will not. I am not a fan. Not a very very big fan of that.
Too bad.
Not I. No, do not.
You will enjoy new culinary experiences.
No, I will not.
Okay, fine. What's the best thing you've ever eaten that's slightly exotic then?
I could not tell you.
Okay, what's the best thing you've ever eaten at all? Period.
Just bro, just give me some nice cheese pizza, bro, and that's like you get a good like.
So the
pizza.
Italians.
Yep, the
Italian.
Let's go. Yep, the Italians are the pinnacle of food.
Oh no! You brought up what's the pinnacle of food? Oh my! I'm not
getting into a food discussion. As I just said, I'm not exactly the most like.
We'll need a guest star for that.
We would need a guest star for that.
Put yourself in the comments if you've had a bunch of food and want to talk about the pinnacle of food society.
Down below, you gotta tell us.
Way ho! All right.
We got a Discord. It's in the description.
Okay, so you're not that exotic, right? But have you had exotic things before?
No.
Like at all?
No.
Oh my god!
I have literally not.
You're not giving me much material to work with.
I'm not, because that's why I told you. Let's get away from this topic. Let's just
Your life is blander than an unboiled potato.
We're going away. We're steering away. We're moving. I'm taking the rudders of the boat.
You mean the wheel?
I'm moving. I'm moving the rudders. No, I am grabbing the rudders and I am moving them. No, it's a fantastic idea.
You're gonna fly off the boat.
I will only lose a couple limbs in the process, but that's besides the point.
Okay, fine. What else makes life worth living other than beauty and food?
Beauty and food. That's it. There's no one. No.
Oh no. It's a short podcast.
Let's. How can we maintain positive outlooks on life even when things are hard and difficult? Is a pretty good question, I think. For me at least, you just gotta always. It's a very easy standard answer. But you just always gotta remain optimistic. You gotta think about the good things and what good things can come out of bad situations. And even when it looks like there's no way things can get good from this, there's always that chance. There's always that little chance, and you can always just hope. That's how a lot of people probably get by in existence, you know?
Yeah. For me, personally, I'm getting really stressed out with college stuff. And I'm just and I have audition videos, and I have to contact a bunch of people for just advice on how to do a good job. And I'm just really stressed.
Sometimes I just spend a good long while talking to the boys.
That's honestly what I've been doing too.
As I'm doing right now, except it's singular.
It's a singular boys. Yeah.
Singular boys.
Singular boys, but singular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying, by the way.
What was I gonna go to? Hang on. Oh, I'm almost done with my my micro animation project, so I can get to storyboarding the 10 bro commandments.
You said you were gonna storyboard that ages ago. Most of the audience doesn't know about it. Only the people following your Instagram knows about it. Okay, so basically, our next musical project, the last one was Strip Mine Tonight, which was almost a year ago. We uploaded it on the 29th of this month, I believe, last year.
That is incredible.
To think that back then we were just like, we're gonna make funny Minecraft parody, and now we're stuck in quarantine. There is no escape from the pain. We were so innocent, we were so blissful and pure back then. Who knew that
life was simple?
Come a year, things wouldn't be like that. Less than a year, honestly.
Yeah, things actually changed pretty quickly, huh?
How do you think it feels for the kids? A lot of the kids, they don't know what regular school really feels like. How do you think they feel?
I think that they'll be fine since they're impressionable.
How do you tell a child this is not normal when they haven't experienced for long enough what normal is?
I saw some kids kind of like going around with their parents on like micro scooters the other day while I was walking around. That's another thing I've been doing, by the way, just to maintain sanity. I go on walks sometimes.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I was like, dang, I wonder what those kids are doing like in school, and you know, just I wonder how they feel about, it's like, hey, where are all the people at?
Yeah,
There's no people. I'm kind of stuck at home all day. Maybe they don't care, since like they can just turn on the TV or something after school, and then they can just sit there in front of the TV for hours. But
definitely.
but for
This would have been perfectly fine if it was like if I was in like middle school or whatever, because there would barely be any homework in the first place. So
yeah.
so even if the homework was 10 folded, it would still be like 2 things.
Yeah. Speaking
I
of,
got really lucky with homework.
oh really?
Like
Nice.
all throughout my life, all throughout just like my life in general. Throughout middle school, I got basically no homework from my teachers. Through most of high school, for like the first 2 years, I had basically no homework. But then last year was the first time I had like basically I had to actually think about when I had to schedule. I had to think about doing homework. Yeah.
Dude, I had to learn to plan when I was like in the like 7th grade.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm a battle hardened war planner.
Of
or
course you.
whatever. No, not at all.
Do you
still
think,
I still
okay, so a good
like,
question to think about is, do you think in the past school was harder or easier? Because we've learned more, so the actual stuff we have to teach is harder, but like it's olden timey life, so it was harder in
it's easy.
general.
It was no. I'd say learning like the material,
Mhm.
that would be easy. But like getting to school and stuff, and
Yeah.
and finding the time to do schoolwork, that was difficult for sure. But nowadays, like, we have cars, and
Yeah,
not
I
every
always make like the jokes like,
to a
haha, the
factory.
old people don't know how to use technology, but it's got to be so weird
The old
to
people
like
were
grow up without anything and suddenly just there's an explosion, because we were born like basically at the time it was exploding, so
yeah,
we've never experienced a life without this like huge technology basically.
grew up with the tech, so we know
Yeah,
what's going on. Yeah,
it
like,
must
we
have been
shouldn't be making
it
fun of
must have been
people
so
for not knowing.
yeah, it must have been so weird for
Yeah.
them to just suddenly in a span of like 5 years just everything
Like,
changes.
they go from like rotary telephones to like, I'm sorry, I can tap on this device, and then
They go from rotary telephones to, if you do not have a computer in your pocket, you will not be able to like do work in most areas.
yeah,
Essentially,
that's kind of
still gonna laugh at them sometimes though. Still gonna make.
sometimes, yes, it does seep through.
And
Yeah,
then they
but
antagonize us for not knowing how to use like a stick shift. It's like, okay,
okay,
okay, I see how it is. um,
so there's ups and downs on both sides.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we've
You
done.
know
that.
what else makes?
You know what? You
What?
go. You go. No.
No. Well,
No,
no,
I was just literally about to mention how I literally forgot what we were talking about beforehand.
I was going to transition to like another point.
Then you go. Yeah.
All right, then I'll go. Okay, you know what else makes life worth living?
What?
Other people and social interactions.
That's so cool.
I I understand that it's definitely difficult to socialize right now. But
Yeah.
you too, if you're feeling a little bit lonely, you can contact the boys. Like I'm doing right now, but singular.
Yeah. Just what? Yes.
I made the joke again.
Thank you. That's
One more
called.
time, and rule of threes.
Yeah, we got. If we don't make it one more, if we forget, it's gonna be
Now we
really
have to,
bad.
yeah.
We're gonna be
Now
bad
it's
at comedy.
Yep. But I've been feeling talking with other people, just even like random online people on like those mass Discord servers where there's just a bunch of people that you just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I like how hopping into the voice chat for those sometimes, and then sometimes there's another person doing the exact same assignment.
Yeah.
So I read Lord of the Flies chapters
Alright.
5 and 6 on a Discord server, and then somebody hopped on and was like, "Wait, are you reading Lord of the Flies chapter 6?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing a narration for everybody here." And then they're like, "Oh my god, that's sick! I'd like to listen too. I have the same thing." And I'm like, "Oh, what? That's awesome!" And I really thought that was like a really nice moment, because it was just like, "Hey, we're not so different, you and I."
You're not so no. Stop it. You're sounding like a poorly written anything in general. No, stop.
That's true. That's true. Anything in general. Any character that uses "we're not so different, you and I" is like
It's like,
that's
you could do you're allowed to do that like theme of
good.
the villain and the hero being like essentially the same, but saying it flat out kind of ruins it.
Yeah. But I think that's really nice to know that we're not so different.
Oh my, you just said that. It wasn't even 5 seconds. It's literally been 5 seconds. What do you
But what other words was I supposed to say?
Hey guys, I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement. We're not
Okay,
so
I'm gonna-
different, you and I. Sorry. I had to do it 3 times, and now we can't say it anymore
I
for the
was-
rest of our
I
lives.
was, dang it! You've screwed me over. I was gonna do it again.
You fool.
It's nice to know that everybody's similar. We're all human.
It's a small world after all.
Okay,
It's a small world after all.
micro tangent time.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Okay.
All right, ready?
Go.
Ready?
Go.
You're ready for this. All right. 11 like 37 p.m. on a Wednesday. It was around 3 years ago. I was in
getting
Disneyland.
oddly specific. Oh god.
I was in Disneyland, Anaheim, with my family,
All right.
and we wanted to go on one more ride. However, my brother was feeling quite exhausted, so we couldn't really do anything fast. And so we approach It's a Small World. The staff get my mom and her friend, and her friend's son, and my brother onto a boat.
All right.
Right, so the 4 of them go flying off on a boat.
Yeah.
And then they specifically kept me from going onto that boat, and I was like,
Alright,
okay, I
it's
guess.
fine. Some sort of spacing thing, probably.
Yeah. But then I realized I'm the only one in line.
Oh.
It's just me. So that's a little awkward. So I get on the middle of the boat. That's where they put me.
All right.
And I descend into madness as It's a Small World plays, and I'm the only
You're
one.
the only one in the boat?
The only one on this boat.
That's gotta be weird.
Darkness envelops me, and these dolls are rotating their heads while singing this happy-go-lucky song over and over and over and over and over
It's
again.
enough to make a man go crazy.
I fear no man.
But those things,
they scare me.
That must going on Disneyland rides alone, like without anyone else, must be kind of weird. It breaks the illusion, probably.
It's so horrifying. I'm just
sitting there. It's a world of laughter, a world of fears. It's a world of hopes and a world of tears. Why is it? That's such a weird lyric. That's such a really odd lyric for like a Disneyland ride. It's like, you're going to be in emotional pain and distress, but also you're going to be happy, guys. Don't worry, it's all fine.
I felt like it felt like I was undergoing like hypnosis or something.
They're converting you to their cult.
They tried really hard. Wait, is that why I want to work at Disney? Oh no.
No, time.
Disney Animation hit me up.
It started those 3 years ago. Those dolls, they spoke to me. They said words that I just felt on a core level.
The incident happened 3 years ago. I'm a changed man. But yeah, that's honestly one of my most horrifying experiences ever. Was just going on Disney on It's a Small World alone at 11:39. Or whatever time I said, it's just late, so that no one was there.
Going in Haunted Mansion by yourself.
I wouldn't mind going in Haunted Mansion by myself. I wouldn't mind that.
It would be kind of odd.
No, Haunted Mansion, it's a small little like cart. Like there's not that much room. It's a small world. I'm in the middle of the boat and no one is around me, and so I felt way smaller than I really was. You know, I'm like I'm a tiny little bean just in the center of this big boat.
It's surrounded. Not a small world. You yourself are small.
No.
It's a small tie after all.
We're gonna upload this, and like everyone's gonna hold this against me. Like if they watch it, at least. I know Brandon's probably gonna like take it, and he's gonna play. It's a Small World.
Some videos don't get as many views as others. I mean, I don't care.
That's true.
Like the last one. I mean, of course, the last one was like over an hour long, so I didn't expect it to get many views. but like it feels it looks like it fluctuates, like the view count. I don't care that much,
It
but
does.
it's kind of interesting to see what people are interested in hearing us talk about. And if you want to
Yeah.
tell us what we should talk about next, go into the Discord in the description or on the Instagram where you can vote on
Well,
future topics or even suggest some of your own. Wow!
yep, that's how we do things. We're actually talking in the Discord chat right now.
Yes, we are. You could probably even see us if you were actually on the Discord at this moment. Actually, I think wait,
They
it's
can,
privated, so they literally can't see it. If you had
no,
the
no, no,
guest
no, no.
star like little tag,
They
then you
can
could see
see.
it.
They can see that we're in it, but like they can't get in.
I thought it was like you
You
could.
know.
No, wait. I think you're right. Never mind. Don't ignore me. I mean, no,
Well,
ignore me.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
Hang on a minute.
I said don't, and then I finished the thought. Like, so it would be don't, then what is it? Ellipses. Don't ellipses, and then listen to me. Okay,
Ignore me.
whatever. Ignore me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
No, no,
Oh, why is language so bad?
I don't know. Uh, anyway, what was I making? What was I saying before my Disney tangent?
I don't know. I honestly don't remember. You were like, "Hey guys,
Sure,
side tangent," and then it
yeah.
took up like a big chunk of the time, which I mean, I like. I'd rather be ranting on a side tangent for a long period of time that I actually like discussing rather than like just like trying to find like guys, what should we talk about, please?
Yes, please.
Please, I'm out of ideas. My
Yeah,
improvisation skills can only take me so far.
yeah. I can only improv for about like 10 minutes at a time. Dude, I miss improv club. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a
Anyways,
diff-
it's a different thing. That's a different
social
thing.
interaction.
Social
That's what I was
interaction.
talking.
Yeah, that's right. And you
You
felt so bad
sad
because
man.
you were alone. You were socially distant from people. All that was left around you were husks of people, remnants of what look, fakers, puppets, things that spoke to you and yet they were not real. Depending on
Yeah,
how old are the people who recorded It's a Small World?
dude, I have no
Should be
idea.
alive, but they're probably really, really old.
No,
Because It's a Small World is old.
I don't think so. I mean, like, it's sad, but like, I don't think so.
I mean, they were only like baby children. So hold on.
They were? Oh, okay. Then they
Well, yeah, it's
probably are.
children singing that song. Did you not? That's the.
Oh, it is? I
Yeah.
thought it was just a bunch of adults like helium. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
So okay. When was its
Ew, typing noises on the
World
podcast. I specifically
made?
avoid this.
What are you talking about? Wait, can you hear the
Hear
typing
it.
noises?
Yes, I could hear it. I mean, like, it was subtle, but I could hear
What?
it.
Freaking noise suppression on Discord sucks.
I don't have noise suppression on. Maybe I should try
It's a
that.
Small
Anyway.
World was created for the 1964 to 1965 New York World's Fair.
Okay, 1964. Okay, they're probably just old.
They're
then.
alive. They're just probably old. Yeah.
Water. Okay.
No, yeah. They're alive.
That's cool. All right. Okay, that's good. That's actually good to hear.
I mean, we're assuming here that they haven't died of any unnatural causes.
Yeah, that's true.
What if like all the It's a Small World people who sang It's a Small World just
No,
murdered?
stop.
What if they're just all just murdered, bro? What if they were all
doubt it.
murdered? No, what if they
Be
were?
very sad.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Very
saying.
sad.
But it's a small world.
Oh my God.
Who cares about It's a Small World?
No. Technically, I care a lot.
Okay.
All right, social interactions. I find them very fun and exciting, and it's also been proven that if a human doesn't socialize, that's very bad for their mental health.
But
Like, extremely.
some people, don't have people they can talk to. They've lost all their friends. Not like they died, but they just like drifted away from each
Kind
other.
of drifted away.
And that's what breaks people emotionally. I mean, I wouldn't know, but like.
Yeah. I believe in that situation. Like, if you want to talk to people, you should join like just a Discord server, like one of those like mass ones where it's under a category that you like. Like, I know Minecraft has a Discord server. Like, maybe you could join like that, and then you could maybe see like, oh hey, these people are doing an SMP. Maybe I can join them or something like
Yeah,
that. And then
that
like
would
you
be
can talk
neat.
to them or something.
How do adults make friends? I don't know.
dude, I look at like my dad, and I'm like, has he made new friends recently? Sorry, Dad, that was a burn.
I've heard so much about how, like, oh, after high school, you won't ever see most of your high school friends again or like talk to them. But you see, that was back then. Now we have things like this, things like Discord, other stuff, technology. They'll probably change. Actually, people will probably keep in touch with each other for like years afterwards.
Most likely. Yeah, that's true. Actually, because like we do this right now anyway, and I know I occasionally get on the other server and stuff. So
yeah.
It's not difficult at all. It's just like tapping a button. It's like, oh, you're connected now.
I mean, essentially, right now what we're doing is what we would be doing if we had just gone on to college.
Yeah.
Like just in quarantine.
Yeah.
Basically. We're in different places, bro.
Wait, we're in different places? Always have been.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, sir.
I try very hard, and by that I mean not at all.
Yes. How old? I think you're the only person I know who still is saying "always has been." How old is that meme? Hold on, let me check.
It's
always
like
has
3 months now.
Been.
3 or 4, right?
Well, okay, so the original is the it's all Ohio, always has been drawing, and then someone made like a live action version, and that's the one that took off.
Gotcha.
Is there a date?
Wait, it's all Ohio. Always has been.
Okay, so technically the template originated from a August 7th, 2018 thing.
Oh my god.
But then it was changed.
Okay.
The original was, it's all America, with the astronaut wearing like a Soviet flag, and then American is like, always has been, and shoots him. And then the one that actually took off was made,
Solid meme knowledge being obtained here, ladies and gentlemen.
October 17th. No, that's a lie. It wasn't October 17th. No. What? October 17th, 2019.
What did the text say?
It's
October 17th.
It's been over a year since the original was released.
Oh my.
Ty, I'm afraid you've been saying this for a while now.
I have.
Huh. The original, the live action version was uploaded in June 7th. So if you want to go by that, then 2020 is.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go by that, because that's when I really saw it first.
You do realize how long that's been, right?
Yes, I know, but
it's been so long, Ty. You have to let go of the past. You gotta let go of the past and move on, man.
I'm not known for being like a memer, all right? I'm known for sarcasm humor.
You see, I as the peak meme lord. Please, no one ever call me that. Thank you.
Quote him, ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
not quote me on that. Do not. Do not
confirmed.
That.
I am the meme lord.
Do not do that.
Yes.
Memes have really integrated so deeply into culture now these days.
Yeah, you know what? It almost makes life worth
and that's the lesson for today's video, folks. Because we've been doing this for 38 minutes now.
This is true, actually.
So,
wow, we've been talking for.
Any short last things you want to say? If you do,
not in particular. Just keep calm and enjoy life. Smell the roses.
Play video games, baby. Let's go. All right. This has been Discussing Universe with Drake.
One more thing.
Oh my god, you ruined everything. Okay, just go. Listen. Just say
it. If you have friends, appreciate them. All right.
Yeah.
They do a lot too. And
they do. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
You know what my friend does? He stops me from ending the podcast.
I know. What a jerk.
Yeah, it would be really bad
horrible,
for him to do.
What a terrible person.
Who would ever do that?
What kind of sick, animalistic monster would act on only to get a final point in the podcast?
With Drake.
And this has been beautiful.
Hope I see you on the next discussion. Goodbye.
Goodbye.